Secretary, but inside the highest echelons of the Trump transition, the fight has gone public to influence the president-elect's pick for Secretary of State. After a reported positive meeting with Mitt Romney, conservatives balked, going public with their protests.
I can think of 20 other people who would be more naturally compatible with the Trump vision of foreign policy.
Right. He attacked him on a personal level about his character, integrity, his honor.
So will any of this sway Donald Trump? Joining me now is Trump's senior advisor, Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne, thanks for joining me. I just want to start with what you just heard from Newt Gingrich and Mike Huckabee, both going public against Mitt Romney for Secretary of State. You seem to join in as well. You tweeted, receiving deluge of social media and private comms re Romney. Some Trump loyalists warn against Romney as Secretary of State. Do you think Mitt Romney could be a loyal Secretary of State for Donald Trump?
I would hope so, because that's the first job of any Secretary of State, Dana, is to support and work directly for and advise the president for whom you work. I felt compelled to mention it because it's just breathtaking in scope and intensity, the type of messages I've received from all over the country. And I'm just me, I'm not Donald Trump. And so just as his former campaign manager, the number of people who feel betrayed to think that a Governor Romney would get the most prominent cabinet post after he went so far out of his way to hurt Donald Trump. There was the Never Trump movement, and then there was Mitt Romney. He gave speeches against Donald Trump. He attacked his character. I never heard Governor Romney come out and say, hey, you know, I have a problem with X, Y, and Z, but that 25 million job creation plan over the next 10 years is really something to look at. The fact that you'll reduce the capital gains tax and the tax on employers and businesses, or you'll unleash energy investment, or you have a 10-point plan to reform the Veterans Administration, none of that was ever said. And the Romney consultants were the worst to all of us, including Mr. Trump. Their Twitter feeds were a complete 100% anti-Trump screed. And look, if President-elect Trump chooses Mitt Romney as his Secretary of State, or whomever he chooses, that will have the full support and backing of all of us. I respect the brilliance and judgment and sheer instincts of President-elect Trump to form his cabinet as he wishes, but I felt compelled to come forward on behalf of the people who were weighing in.
Absolutely. We know that you have been supportive of President-elect Trump and his decisions, but it really sounds like you personally, it's not just that you have been receiving criticism and concerns about Mitt Romney, that you personally have concerns about a potential Secretary of State Mitt Romney for Donald Trump.
Well, it's what I'm not sure that my personal concerns matter.
But am I wrong to say that?
Decision rests with one man, and no, you're not wrong to say that, because Governor Romney went out of his way. I also just think that it's Donald Trump who's shown that he has political instincts. You know, Governor Romney ran for the same office 4 years ago and lost spectacularly. It's Donald Trump who just won 306 electoral votes, won states like Michigan. Mitt Romney lost Michigan by 10 points. Donald Trump just won it. Donald Trump won Wisconsin for the first time since 1984, won Pennsylvania, won Florida, won Iowa, won Ohio. All these states that were elusive to the last couple of nominees. And the other thing is, Dana, I think I know there are other candidates being considered, apart from the ones that are just being covered more commonly in the media. But apart from that, Governor Romney in the last 4 years, I mean, has he been around the globe doing something on behalf of the United States of which we're unaware? Did he go and intervene in Syria where they're having a massive humanitarian crisis? Meaning, when I say intervene, like offer to help. Has he been helpful to Mr. Netanyahu? In other words, I'm all for party unity, but I'm not sure that we have to pay for that with the Secretary of State position. But again, let me repeat, what Donald Trump decides, Kellyanne Conway and everybody else will respect. It's just the backlash from the grassroots. I'm hearing from people who say, hey, my parents died penniless, but I gave $216 to Donald Trump's campaign and I would feel betrayed. You have people saying, I thought we got rid of this type. I'm just saying that we don't even know if Mitt Romney voted for Donald Trump. He put Evan McMullin up in Utah. And so I think there are concerns that those of us who are loyal have, and you want a Secretary of State who's loyal to the president and loyal to the president's vision of the world.
It's pretty clear how you feel about that. I want to move